Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome to Season 2 of the Manchester United Career Mode series. Last season was a massive success. We managed to win the Premier League title, Champions League, we got to the semi-finals, which is really impressive. And this season, Season 2 with Manchester United, our goal is to bring in new players, improve this squad and potentially retain our Premier League title and also go one step further in the Champions League. Your support on the first season of this United Career Mode was just incredible. Every single episode got more than 20,000 views, over 1,000 likes. Let's keep it going, guys. If you guys are hyped for Season 2 of this Manchester United Career Mode, drop a like on the video. 1,000 likes once again and I'll get you guys the next episode tomorrow itself. So drop a like on the video and subscribe for more FIFA 19 Career Mode content. Shameless plug alert. Now I'm sure you guys know that I have a second channel where I plan on uploading Ultimate Team videos and live streams and all that sort of cool stuff. If you guys are interested, go check out my second channel. Link will be in the description below, or click the I button to, go and subscribe to my second channel. In fact, I should be uploading my first Ultimate Team video on there either today or tomorrow, so hopefully you guys do enjoy that. It is now time for the serious business. This is the team that we have right now at our disposal. The team that helped us win the Premier League and got us to the Champions League semi-finals. So we've got Rashford up front in a 4-4-1-1 formation. I really enjoy this formation and I think I'm going to use it going forwards as well. Pogba and Cam, who's actually unreal in that Cam role. He was our top scorer and top assister last season and also was voted by you guys as player of the season. So there you go as well. In midfield, Ruben Neves and Saul, again, really impressive and a solid midfield. Martial and Ousmane Dembele on either side, that's just unreal. I mean, our attack and midfield is just sensational. In defense is where a few issues do arise. Kieran Trippier, a player I'm looking to replace. Manolas as well, absolutely brilliant, no complaints about him whatsoever. Bai sometimes has a mistake in him, so maybe we could, get an improvement over him. Luke Shaw's pretty decent, so that is our first team. And of course, De Gea captaining the side in goal. Pretty good first team in my opinion. On the bench we've got some good options, but I feel like we need to really improve our squad depth this season if we've got any chance of competing in all trophies. João Felix is a great option. Lingard, Pereira decent. Fred, okay, not bad. Lindelof as well, pretty decent. Upamecano, really solid youngster. Can't wait to see how he progresses. Sergio Romero, a player that we might look to sell because he's not happy here at Man United. In the reserves we do have some great youngsters and some quality options like Tierney. You guys know I really enjoy using Tierney. Dalot as well, a top player. Tuanzebe coming back from his loan spell. I'm not sure if he has a future at United. Let me know in the comment section if we should, keep Tuanzebe at the club. McTominay again, another player that I really used last season, but guess what? He's 22 and only 73 rated. I'm not sure if he has a future at Manchester United. Angel Gomez, Chong and Mason Greenwood on the other hand, I feel like they've got a big part to play over the course of the next few years here at Manchester United. The rest of the players I'm not so sure about, but this is a very, very decent Manchester United squad, but we still need to make quite a few improvements. And as always, if you guys have any suggestions, put them down in the comment section below. All transfer suggestions are welcome. Have a look at this, guys. Our transfer budget is absolutely unbelievable. £316 million to spend, a wage budget of over 200,000. We can basically sign any player in the world we want, which is absolutely fantastic. So can't wait to see all your suggestions. The sky is the limit for us at this point. I mean, £300 million to spend. That's unreal. First press conference of the season. Let's get this started. And as always, if you guys want to get involved, drop in your questions down in the comment section below. First question of the day. Jadon Sancho is heavily linked with United right now. Will you try to sign him next season? I'm not gonna lie, Jadon Sancho at Manchester United, it fits. It really fits. He would be fantastic for us. Of course, as we do have Ousmane Dembele as our first choice player down that right flank, Sancho would be a great super sub, but last season we didn't really have great backup options, so bringing in Sancho could be massive for the club. But I'm not sure if he has a place in our team right now because we've got Chong coming up, who's an academy player, and I want to see Chong succeed for Manchester United. So bringing in Sancho could affect his game time, but if we do agree to sell Jesse Lingard, which I'm sure a few United fans won't like, then bringing in Sancho makes sense. So only if we sell Lingard would I go for Jadon Sancho. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. Should we sell Lingard to, get Jadon Sancho into our team? That could be a great option. Let me know your thoughts on this. Next question. Now, I'm sure this one is a bit emotional for all Manchester United fans watching this series. Will you ever bring back Cristiano Ronaldo? Imagine if we do this, guys. Like, it would be crazy bringing Mr. Champions League himself to Manchester United. It would be one of the most ridiculous transfers I've done in any of my career modes. And the thing is, I have never ever used Cristiano Ronaldo in FIFA 19. In fact, I haven't used him in FIFA 18 as well, as far as I can remember, which means it would be an awesome transfer to make. It would be a different player for me to use in career mode, and he's still 92 rated. Now, I know he can't play every game for us, but if we bring him in, most likely I'll be using him only in the Champions League and a few Premier League games here and there. Rashford will be, taking the Premier League by storm. Ronaldo's job will be to deliver the Champions League for us. Is this a transfer you guys want to see? I'm not going to be making it in this episode for this very reason. I'm not sure if you guys want to see that. Let me know in the comment section. Cristiano Ronaldo to Manchester United. Should we get this deal done? Next question, what are your aims for Season 2? That's actually interesting. So domestically, I would want to retain our Premier League title because retaining the Premier League is no easy feat. And for us to achieve that, I think would be amazing. And FA Cup as well, I'd love to have a better run instead of, not winning that trophy. Imagine getting the domestic double. That'd be really amazing. So I'm going to try and win the FA Cup this season as well. Now, Europe-wise, Champions League. Doing better than last season is my goal, which is to reach the final. And the thing is, when you're in a Champions League final, it can go either way. So if we can win the Champions League this season, it would be tremendous. We've got the squad, we've got the budget to improve our team, and we've got to aim big. So those are going to be my aims for the season. And that's that for today's press conference. Some really interesting topics to discuss about, and let's get today's video started. Season goals will be making their return to Season 2 of this United Career Mode series. Now, these are basically objectives that we've got to complete over the course of the season. There will be 6 objectives that we'll have to try and complete. If we fail to complete at least 3 out of these 6 objectives, we're going to have to do a forfeit, which we will decide soon. And all 6 of these objectives will be decided by you guys. It could be like score 40 goals with Pogba, something crazy like that. It's up to you guys. Drop your suggestions for season goals down in the comment section, and let's move on. So before we get into all the transfers that we want to make to improve this team, let's talk about players that we need to get rid of. So Trippier, one of them, Sergio Romero, because he just isn't getting any game time here at Man United. Better to sell him and use someone else as a backup keeper. Joel Pereira as well, 23 and only 72 rated. Doesn't make sense to keep him. Lindelof is an interesting one. Why have I transfer listed him? I'm sure you guys are wondering that. But that's because I want to bring in a world-class centre-back. So I'm sure you guys will understand why I've put him on the transfer list. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell him. I've just put him there so that we can get in offers quickly. Borthwick Jackson as well on the transfer list. McTominay as well. I know this is an interesting one, but he's really not progressing as much as, João Felix or any of the other youngsters that we do have. So it kind of makes sense, getting rid of him. Mitchell, Hamilton. I'm going to loan a few of these guys like Tuanzebe, Fosu-Mensah and Garner and Laird as well. So that's my plans in terms of outgoing players. Today's episode, we definitely should have some quality gameplay. Manchester City in the FA Community Shield. That should be a really fun one, and I might fit in the first Premier League game of the season. Not too sure about that, so should be a fun episode for sure. We do have a bit of a great rivalry going on in this series itself with Manchester City, because in the Champions League last season, we knocked them out with a 90th minute winner coming from Paul Pogba himself. So let's see what happens in this one. For now though, it is time to get into some transfer action. Now you guys know I want to sell Kieran Trippier, and the player I want to bring in to replace him is this man, David Calabria, a player I haven't used at all in FIFA 19 and a player who's performing really well for AC Milan, and I think he could fit in really well in this Manchester United setup. So we're going to try and sign him in today's episode. Now, I was talking about a big centre-back signing, a player that would be game-changing for us in that defence. Samuel Umtiti seems the man, guys. The thing is, Umtiti in real life has suffered a major injury, and it seems like now Longley has become first choice for Barcelona in real life, and there are rumours about Umtiti joining Manchester United. We have the funds. Let's try and make this possible in this career mode at least. Should be a fun transfer, and that's exactly why I've put in Lindelof on the transfer list. So these 2 transfers for sure we're going to try and make in today's episode. Now this one I'm not sure of, guys. Cristiano Ronaldo to Manchester United. This completely depends on what you guys want. I feel like we do lack, one extra forward, and I think bringing in Cristiano Ronaldo would be absolutely perfect. Now I know bringing him means that Rashford might get less game time, but as I explained earlier on in the video, we're not going to be using Ronaldo in every game. He's going to be our big game player, our Champions League game player. and that's how I'm going to use Ronaldo. So it makes kind of sense, but it's up to you guys. Let me know if we should bring in Ronaldo. We're going to scout Umtiti and of course Calabria a bit more, in fact just Calabria, and then we'll go on and make these transfers. But I'm really excited to bring these two to Old Trafford. Seems like we already have all the information we need to bring in Samuel Umtiti to Man United, so why not? Let's go ahead and sign him. So I am starting off with a pretty big offer, £80 million for Samuel Umtiti. Let's see what they come back and say. They want 91.8 million. That itself is a lot of money, guys, and you know what? I'm still gonna accept it. For an 89 rated centre back, it's worth it, guys. So there you go, Samuel Umtiti for 91.8 million pounds, and also a 5% sell-on clause, but I doubt I'll be selling him. So this is what Samuel Umtiti wants here at Manchester United: £185,000 per week, a hefty clean sheet bonus which we are going to remove, and let's submit this offer. 4-year contract length, crucial squad role, and a big signing bonus as well. So he does want his wages bumped to 195,000. I'm not going to complain, guys. That is still a very solid contract, and I think it's worth it. So let's accept this and see what happens. And there you go, it's done. Samuel Umtiti to Manchester United is a done deal. And it's a done deal, guys. What a signing this is. Samuel Umtiti, and now our defense consists of Umtiti and Manolas. Hopefully we'll be a lot better defensively this season. I mean, £91 million for a centre-back is a lot of money, but then you look at his stats, and yes, it is definitely worth it. Hopefully he delivers for us on the pitch. A bit of training now. So these are the players I'm going to be training for this season, at least for now. Mason Greenwood, João Felix, Tahith Chong, Angel Gomez and Kieran Tierney. I want these players to be as high rated as possible, especially Greenwood and Chong, because I feel like they're going to be very important to this series. Not gonna lie, this is actually brilliant. We're gonna get the maximum amount possible for Lindelof, which is about £38 million. That's actually crazy, guys. Like, wasn't expecting that at all considering he was on the transfer list, but not complaining at all, as I just said. The only downside to this is he's going to join Liverpool, which means he'll strengthen one of our rivals. But you know what? We've got Umtiti and Manolas, and it's time for Lindelof to leave. The 24-year-old was decent for us last season, but it's time for us to move on to bigger and better things. I've gone ahead and sold Tuanzebe to Derby County. Now, I know he's a player with good potential, but he's not really going to get game time here, so it makes sense to sell him on now. And if he does turn out to be a high-rated player, we'll just bring him back to Manchester United. That's the plan. We already have Upamecano, Bailly, Manolas, and of course new signing Umtiti, so we don't really need Tuanzebe this season. So I've just taken a detailed look at Calabria's stats. He's 80 rated, 22 years old, but after looking at his stats, it doesn't feel like he's going to be an upgrade to what we have already. Trippier is pretty good with his stats, and Calabria's stats look very, very similar to, of course, Kieran Trippier, so this doesn't feel like an upgrade at all, and this is the season where we want to try and win the Champions League, so we need the best players possible. So instead of Calabria, I think going for João Cancelo is the better option. He's 6 foot, 4-star skill moves as well, and look at that, he's got crazy good pace as well, 92 sprint speed and 91 acceleration. Of course he's going to cost a lot more, but we are Manchester United, we have the funds, and let's make this big money signing to, you know, replace Kieran Trippier. Cancelo to Manchester United, let's make it happen. So I am offering £50 million for Cancelo. Let's see what Juventus come back and say. They want 67.5, so let's counter with about £60 million. That is still a very, very good offer for someone like Cancelo, a right back. I mean, 60 million for a right back, it's actually insane, but they're going to be okay with 61.9 million. So there you go. Let's see if we can wrap up the contract deal as well. So this is what I'm offering Cancelo, £96,000 per week, about £1 million in signing bonus. Let's see if he accepts that. He does want to bump £210,000 per week. I'm going to accept it, guys. It's still a contract less than what he was getting at Juventus, which I don't know why is a downgrade and he's still accepting it, but I'm not going to complain. João Cancelo is our second signing of the season. We've now brought in 2 world-class players in, of course, Umtiti and Cancelo. You guys complained how bad our defense was last season, and now we have seriously improved it. Second signing of the window, big money move, guys, as Cancelo joins Manchester United. I mean, look at them stats, guys. The pace is there, the crossing is there, ball control, dribbling. I mean, just the perfect player to play in that right back role. Okay, this is more like it. An offer coming in for Kieran Trippier from Atletico Madrid. I'm going to accept this, guys. About £20 million. Can't complain. let's hope the deal goes through. So the Trippier deal has gone through, he has been sold, and it's now time for McTominay to leave the club. So his release clause will be paid by Udinese. He's going to be moving to the Serie A. I wish him the best, and if he turns out to be a good player there, his overall increases, we might just bring him back to Manchester United, who knows. But for 6.8 million, he can leave the club. This is very interesting, guys. Wolves have come in with a £36.4 million transfer offer for Jesse Lingard. I'm not sure whether I should accept this or not. If I do, we could bring in someone like Jadon Sancho, a player that you guys do want. I'm not going to accept this now. We'll discuss this in the next episode as well after reading through your comments. Let me know if we should sell Lingard and bring in Jadon Sancho. Lingard this season will probably anyways be a backup player, so it's up to you guys to decide. So after all the transfer stuff, this is how our first team looks right now. Absolutely unbelievable. Apart from Luke Shaw, every player is at least 85 rated. Luke Shaw hopefully will soon get there as well. Rashford up front, Pogba in that cam role. He's now our second 90 rated plus player after De Gea, which is fantastic. Neves as well. Okay, Neves is 83. Completely forgot about him. He's there in that midfield with Saul, who's now 88. Dembele and Martial on either side. We've got Umtiti, Manolas, Cancelo, new signing of course, and Luke Shaw, De Gea and goal. That's an unbelievable team, and we've got about £215 million left to spend. It's up to you guys to decide whether we should bring in Cristiano Ronaldo to the team or not. That's a transfer you guys get to decide. For now though, it's time for the Community Shield final against Man City. Oh boy, first game of the season. Can't wait to get back into some Man United action as we face City in the Community Shield final. This is a trophy we haven't won in this series, and I would like to beat Man City. This would be a big statement, you know, beating someone as good as City in the first game of the season. Let's try and see if we can do that. So this is the team that I've gone for, basically the strongest 11 I can put out, because I want to test my first team and see how they perform. Cancelo and Umtiti will be making their debut in this game, so I'm really excited to see if they can, you know, help us keep a clean sheet in this one. So that's our team. Let's get right into it. So this is the Man City team that we're up against. It doesn't seem like they've made any new big signings apart from Marcelo in that left back role. They've got Laporte, Stones, Walker at the back, Javi Martinez in that CDM role, and apart from that, I mean Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. This team is so good that Bernardo Silva is probably on the bench. So City have a great team, we have a great team. It's going to be a big game for sure. Ruben Neves to take this corner for us. Decent delivery. Saul with the header, and it's in. Let's go, guys. We've taken the lead in under 7 minutes. It's Saul with the header as Manchester United have scored the first goal in this derby, and the assist goes to Ruben Neves from the corner. A fantastic header from the Spaniard, and there you go, guys. Saul continues to score a ton of goals for us. I mean, he's just such a phenomenal midfielder, a goal scorer, a provider as well. I'm so glad we signed him from Atleti last season, and have a look at that for a header as well. Near post. I don't know how he managed to get that off, but oh well, it is what it is. 1-0 against City. That's a decent delivery into the box. De Gea punches it away. Oh no, Sane. Oh my god, what an attempt from Sane. I mean, flicking it up and then going for the acrobatic effort. Thankfully, it was off target. Leroy Sane linking up well with Sergio Romero. Back to Sane, but thankfully De Gea was there, right place, and easy save for him. Oh, here we go, guys, on the attack. It's Paul Pogba. He's not the quickest of players, but he does have the techers there. Finds Ousmane Dembele now. Dembele cutting this one back to Marcus Rashford. It's too easy as United make it 2-0 against Man City. We are dominating this game. City not really, you know, up to their usual best, and we are taking complete advantage of that. What a counter-attack that was with Paul Pogba, Dembele, and Marcus Rashford involved. Have a look at that. Dembele's presence of mind there to cut the ball back to Rashford was brilliant. And there you go, guys. It's 2-0 Manchester United. Martial again. Puts in a good cross. Dembele to Rashford, and it's in. What a goal this was, guys. How has Marcus Rashford managed to, you know, get on the end of that? 3-0 up against City in under 32 minutes. I can't believe we're playing this well. Like, this could be one of the best performances we've put in this series, guys. I don't know what's wrong with City, probably because it is the start of the season, but that's a fabulous finish from Marcus Rashford. Something I guess Zlatan Ibrahimovic would be proud of. Like, how on earth has he done that again? Edison, shocking keeping there from him, but credit to Marcus Rashford for that goal. He's now got himself a brace against City. We go once again on the attack with Ousmane Dembele. Early cross coming in, and the shot from Neves way above the crossbar. Probably should have gone with his right foot there. Umtiti keeping up with David Silva, wins the ball back easily. That's what you get with a player like Umtiti. He's going to make them clean tackles and keep attackers at bay. What a player we've signed. And here we go on the counter-attack, guys. Let's see what we can do from this. Here's Ousmane Dembele on his left foot, goes for the finesse shot, but what kind of an attempt was that? Kind of ruined the counter-attack there. Could be an opportunity for City. Yes, Sane, but Kinsella putting in a strong challenge. Defensively, it feels like we're already a lot better than last season thanks to those 2 new signings. Here's Raheem Sterling on the ball now. Oh, he's beating Umtiti there. Fair play to him. Now David Silva. And City might have a chance. It's Aguero who gets the shot off, but it's just not working out for City. Everything seems to be going in our direction. Time to make some changes, you know, to give some other players some game time. Andreas Pereira coming on for, of course, Saul. We'll bring on João Felix as well for Anthony Martial. And why not bring on Fred as well for Ruben Neves? Here's João Cancelo now pushing forward. Could put in a good cross. Let's see. That's a decent ball played in, and the shot coming in from, I think, João Felix, if I'm not wrong. That's a fabulous save there from Edison, but honestly, what a delivery into the box by, of course, Cancelo. Felix should have scored that. Oh, this is not good. Gabriel Jesus now pushing forward. City may get a consolation goal. I don't really want that happening. Thankfully, Fred with the block. And that's that, guys. We've won the Community Shield, our first trophy of this second season. It's not really the most important trophies, but it's a great way to start off the season. We've managed to, you know, outperform Pep Guardiola's City, and with style. I mean, a 3-0 result, clean sheet as well, can't complain. Rashford with a brilliant performance, Saul was superb as well, and defensively we were brilliant. City probably one of the best players on the pitch today, which is great considering he was a big money signing. But anyways, for now it's time to celebrate. So far our signings seem to be a success, but there's only one way forwards. Now we've got to try and improve the team more and more, and of course ultimately win trophies with this side like we've already done right now, winning the Community Shield. What a way to kick off the season. What a way to start off the season against our rivals in the Manchester derby, beating them 3-0 and winning the Community Shield. Next episode, guys, we've got Premier League action, games against Watford, Huddersfield and Brighton, and also a ton of transfer business. We've got about £200 million to spend. We need to decide what to do with Lingard, whether we bring in Jadon Sancho, potentially bringing in another midfielder, and of course deciding whether Cristiano Ronaldo should return to Manchester United. So much to come in that next episode. If you guys want that tomorrow, drop a like in the video, 1,000 likes, and I'll get it to you guys tomorrow itself. Before we end off the episode, it is time for you guys to vote for your informed player of the episode, and your nominees for today are, the first one being Marcus Rashford. I thought he was superb in front of goal today. A brace against Man City, definitely worthy of the nomination. Second nominee is going to be Ousmane Dembele. It was a tough choice between Dembele and Umtiti, but because Dembele got himself a couple of assists and a key assist as well, so it had to be him. So Rashford or Dembele, you guys get to vote. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to decide. Interesting to see Spurs signing Nicolas Otamendi. That's actually a big transfer. He's worth about £20 million, so 24 million, that's not a bad deal from Spurs' point of view. 84 rated as well. And I also saw Spurs selling another important player just here, and I think it was Davinson Sanchez. There you go, that's I guess his replacement. Davinson has moved to Juventus, so looks like Juve have already spent that Cancelo money. So yeah, some big moves going on in the transfer window. Next episode, we might be making some big moves, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the start of Season 2. This could prove to be a fantastic season as well. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're watching my content for the very first time. Do check out my second channel for some extra Ultimate Team content and just FIFA content in general. And yeah, that's about it. See you guys next time.